best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Barbara again. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're my oldie but my goodie, thank you so much for always clicking in to watch my videos. As I'm making this video right now, my daughters, they are asleep. My baby is also taking a nap. Hubby's working, so I just came here to make this video, give you a little update, you know. So yeah, a few weeks ago we got into fall, and weather change, it do affect some people. So my household was one of those. So my boys are in school currently. Yeah, I myself have been battling with cold for some time, but I always fight it. As an adult, I know what to take: ginger, lemon, tom, you know, and it quickly just fights everything, and I'm back. I've dealt with it like 3 good times, you know, because sometimes you see the sun is out but it's not really hot. It has a little bit of dry cold that if you don't dress warm, if you don't protect your chest. I remember even growing up, my mom would always say, like, protect your chest, because any little thing you can catch cold, and sometimes it can lead to like something serious like pneumonia, and you don't want that. I've always protected my children. Last year around the same time, nobody was affected. I mean, nobody, my kids don't really get sick like that, all thanks to God. I'm so grateful. But this year is different. If this is different, I remember, what day was that? Around on the 20, my daughters, guys, they've been to the hospital like twice. So I'm gonna give you guys, will not even notice that because I still upload videos. Yeah, they've been to the hospital like twice. I remember the first time one of the girls had a little, like, something on her side. She had like a little spot, and we just like, okay, Bobby just said he needs to take her to the emergency. And since they are twins, I don't know, he said he wants to take them both just in case, let them check both of them. So
take it home.
Yes.
Ew. I'm gonna tell mommy that you slept on doctor's bed.
No.
That you slept on doctor's bed.
No.
You like doctor's bed?
Yes. Get up. Yes. Get up. Get up. Get up. I'm really down. Huh?
You did what?
Take my down.
No, it's not. The doctor is gonna be mad at you. If the doctor sees you down, she's gonna be so mad at you. Sorry, baby.
Go down. Go down. No, open this door. The right door. Huh? The right door. Yeah, how? Go down. Okay. The doctor can beat you. No, no. Mom, doctor can get this doctor.
so gave him their insurance card, so he took them to the doctor. They checked. I was just so scared. I mean, I was, you know, as a mom, when your child is sick, it can be heartbreaking. Like, you want to be in that position, you want them to be well and you be sick, but it's not always the case. So yeah, you really try to put yourself in their shoes, because I'm that mom. I mean, I'm that mom. I always try to put myself in my kids' shoes to know how they are feeling, how they are faring, you know, just understand with what, you know, since sometimes they can't really express themselves to a greater extent. I just like to like feel and think for them. So hubby took them to the doctor, to the emergency room here, because that was an emergency. We couldn't come up with an appointment. So that same day, hubby took them to the emergency room. They did all the checks and all whatnot. That's why, I mean, I just thank God for my husband. I just thank God, because immediately we noticed that he's just like, he's gonna take them. He quickly showered, and boom, they were out. He paused on every other thing, took them both in. So the nurses, when he was giving me every update, we're also gonna include it in this video, he was giving me every update when he got there. So lady complained when they're about to check them, took their temperature, everything. So the nurse was like, okay, one person is having the issue, you know, why are you bringing both of them? So he's like, he just want so they can check both of them. So yeah, fast forward, everything was fine. They realized it's like a bite, maybe it could be like a bug bite, because it was not something that, I mean, after their finding, they realized that it was a bug bite. So they told us to keep an eye on it, and if it doesn't disappear within a couple of days, let's notify our doctor. So yeah, luckily we're just praying and trusting God everything will go fine, which it did. So it kind of disappeared. We monitored it and it disappeared, which shows that it was a bug bite. So that was that. So they were out of school. So that was that. They went back to school, they were fine, and a few days later they came up with runny nose, cough. So I was like, I monitored it for like a day. So the second day I was like, okay, they are fine, let them go to school. But when they got to school, sometimes these classes, it can be really cold, you know. And when they got to school, I think when they caught that cold, it was kind of my fault. I didn't adjust the temperature from when the weather changes. I should have adjusted the temperature, put it on heat, but on kind of low, not too hot. So they caught cold that day. I mean, it was their room, so both of them are in the same room. They caught cold, so they went to school. I was just hoping that it's gonna be fine, but I got a call from the nurse, from their school nurse, telling me that, oh, I have to come pick them up. They are having runny nose, and one of them, which is a pink eye, I didn't notice, one of them was having like they suspect it's a pink eye or maybe allergy, but they want them to see the doctor before they can come back to school. So that's why sometimes I can't really, like, at this point I can't really have a full-time job. I have to be around in situations like this, because I will not leave work to attend to emergency. Things do come up sometimes, so I quickly, hubby's working from home right now. I know they're gonna be going back soon. Okay, so hubby left, he went and picked them up. So they were out of school. That was on a Tuesday, so they missed Wednesday. They didn't go to school. That was in the morning, so they missed that Tuesday, missed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I scheduled an appointment to see their doctor a day after. So we went to see the doctor.
Alright, can you see right here for me? Let me get your temperature. It's gonna give your arm a big hug too, okay? 94. It's Haley, right?
Yes, this is Haley.
Get your temperature, okay? Mom, what pharmacy do you want to use?
Walgreens on one eye. So guys, we are at the doctor right now. Brought the girls for pink eye. Mama, let me see your eye. Hers, you can see is red. Let me see, Mama. It's red. Her sister's one is clear, but you can still tell that she has a little bit. Hold on, I'm talking. You can't. It's not something you can see. You want to see yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on then. So we're in the exam room, just waiting. Yeah, today's a Friday. Mama, you don't touch anything there, okay? Let me see a sticker. They gave you a sticker. Mama, no boo-boo. You want to sit there? Okay. She wants to sit up here. Hold on. You happy now? So our appointment was 7:45, really early. So we had to wake up early because the drive is about 45 minutes. So we left the house about 7:10. Got here 7:55. So yeah, they always have a grace period. So yeah, we are just here. That's Kaylee and this is Haley. What's your name? She'll always say Kaylee. What's your name?
Kelly.
Your name is Haley.
Kelly.
Hey, you want to take your sister's name? Huh? Huh? You want to get down?
Yeah.
You just made me put you up and now you want to get down? Is that fair?
Mama got this. I want this one.
No, that's for the doctor. Right.
that what they're called? All right, I'll just listen. I'll stop trying to talk to you. Those are some pretty good lungs you got in there. And a good tummy. What am I doing? All right, can you take this mask down for me? Oh, good job. Can I see inside your mouth? Oh, you gotta open it wider than that. Oh, good job. Stick your tongue out at me. You can do it. I gotta see the back of your throat. Can you go, ah? Say, ah, ah. Thank you. You tried. Mom, this runny nose has just kind of been a newer thing.
Look at me, big. Look at me, big.
What has my food got to do with you?
My pants.
Don't.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, so sweet. Yeah. I see your mouth, your nose. Good job, big girl. Good job. I think y'all got the old car.
On a Thursday, so when we went to see the doctor did her own stuff. She said they are fine, you know, they can go back to school. One of them, her eye was already clear. She said one of them can go back to school that same day, but it was already like past midday. I was like, oh, no need, you know, let me just leave it till Monday where they can both go to school. So when we came, and then she said the other person can go back to school on Monday, and she said her eye is gonna clear up by Sunday, but she prescribed an ointment, or she prescribed a medication that if it doesn't clear up by Sunday, we can give her that. So by Sunday, just like she predicted, it did clear up, so I didn't have to give her that medication. That was over. And then that Monday, that week of it was like the week after that, when they were supposed to return to school, it was fall break. So fall break, you know, they were fine all through, because they were well to go back to school Monday. So fall break, they were fine, which is the vlogs you guys have seen. We took them to Auburn Air and Trampoline Park. We took them to IHOP for breakfast, to the Pink Palace Memphis Museum, and we also went to the movies. So during all that week, and then close to around Friday, the runny nose started again. I was like, oh my gosh, just in time when they have to return to school, this is happening. So we're like, okay, maybe by Sunday it's gonna clear up. Oh boy, Sunday it didn't clear up. You know, their nose is still running. When this one survives it, they pass it back to this person. You know, it just keeps going between them two. So the boys are fine. So came Monday, they can't go back to school. They still have running nose, so I have to consider safety for them and the other children that are in class. I don't have to send them back to school. So I didn't inform them, their teacher, that Monday. I'm just like, okay, let me just monitor in. Maybe they'll go back on Tuesday, because sometimes running nose, it can take a day or two to clear up. So Tuesday, that's when I inform their teacher. They're in 2 different classes. Don't ask me why they did that, but yeah, they're in 2 different classes. So some of the teachers reached out, you know, because each class have like a main teacher and a sub, so they reached out checking on them. So I told them the update, and I also reached out to the other teacher. I gave them the update, and they were so grateful and thankful that I considered the safety of them and other kids, putting safety first, not just focusing on, oh, they have to go to school, you know. So that's that. They've been, today is, I'm filming this video on a Thursday. Today is Thursday, so they have been home. I'm just trusting God and praying that Monday they should be fine, because when they see their brothers go to school, they keep telling me they want to go to school, want to go out, they want to go to school. Of course, they don't want to stay home all day. It can be boring, but I try to engage them in activities, and luckily Joey is there also, and it's not just one person, it's two of them, so they get to interact and play together. So I'm just trusting God and hoping that Monday they will be fine. If not, maybe next week it will be canceled, because I want them to be fully recovered before they can go back to school, so they don't pass it to another child, or because all those things are contagious. We even went to the doctor told me that's fine, you know, even her kids are experiencing the same thing. She told me she had to wash like his sheets or his pillowcase, her son's pillowcase, like every day, because of when they sleep, you know, you wake up, your eye be running, so they'll mess up the sheet. So, and it's not just that, I've even seen people, when I even mention it passively on my channel, people will tell me, oh, they are going through the same thing with their daughters. You know, I just believe, thank God it's minor. And another thing I forgot to mention is fever. It also came with fever. Their body was hot. Literally, when she come close to me, I'll feel the hotness. So I was like, do I take them back to the hospital? But I was checking their temperature, but today as I'm speaking, the fever is gone. So what they are going through right now is just the runny nose, so which is a good sign. So it's only the nose. So I'm so grateful, because fever, that was scary. It was scary, trust me, it was scary, but I kept monitoring it, and finally it's over. So I'm just praying that they get better and they can go back to school like my boys, like their brothers. They can go back to school and just learn and interact with their friends. They're not really learning much, you know, so they're not missing on a whole lot. Whatever they are doing, their ABCs and their counting colors, we do that same thing home. So yeah, it's just to interact with other kids. So I just wanted to like share that if you're going through the same thing, trust me, you are not alone. You are not alone. We are in this together. It's the season. Not everybody gets affected. Last year we did not get affected. Nobody in this house was sick, but this year is different. So yeah, but I thank God for how far they've come. They are better now, and I feel relief. I was so down. Sometimes I would just watch, and even Joey at one point caught cold, and the doctor told me it was okay, you know, change of season. But Joey is fine now. It's much better. Sometimes with the cold, it changes their breathing. You know, it's so hard to see your kid like struggle, you know, breathing through, you know, it just changes their breathing, and it was just so hard. Sometimes they wake up at night, which is something they rarely do. They'll calm down, and I'll just see her coming. It's just something, it's just an instinct where if she comes, gets to the door, because the door, we don't shut it all the way, because you never know what they'll be going through. So I just leave it slightly open, and I can see her shadow even in the middle of the night. I'll just say, she'll just stand there like scared to come in, because we've trained them to always knock. So when I'll just, out of my sleep, I'll just wake up and I will see her, and I'm like, come in, you know. So when she comes around me, I can feel her body hot. So I always have water by my bedside. The good thing is, during all that, they were drinking water. They love water. So that's something, when I did my research, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. So yeah, I always have water around by my bedside on my nightstand. So when she comes in, I always have her medication there, because she made it a routine to be coming down. You know, they both, you know, it was switching. They always didn't go through it at the same time. Now they are going through it at this moment, the runny nose. But at one point, one person had fever, one person didn't have fever. So yeah, their medication was just at the bedside. And when I would just see her, when she comes in, give her medication, she'll drink her water, she'll be fine. Every other thing, she was active, you know, which is a good sign. But you have, that's why you have to like monitor your children, know when they are sick, you know, they start deviating, they start changing. You tell if this person was a very playful person, they don't play anymore, you know. You have to like just put an eye on them and know when to call the doctor or take them to the emergency. So when she comes down, she'll take her medication and she'll fall back to sleep. And when I hear her breathe, it just breaks my heart. I see her struggle, her nose running. It would just break my heart as a parent. But I just thank God that it's over now. The running nose is still there, and from time to time they will cough, but yeah, I believe they'll be better soon. So I already thank God for healing mercies, because I know it is done. It is done. So that is done. Just wanted to share that with you guys, you know. it's just been hard for the past almost 3 weeks now. It's been hard because they missed the first week, then fall break, then this week, so it's almost 3 weeks that they've missed school, and it's just heartbreaking. Not even for the school, them not going to school, but just seeing them go through it, you know. So yeah, God, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love and appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.